Philip. Go into all the details, but that was a blatant lie that you said out there. You did not sanction me because of DWI. You didn't do a damn thing to Sylvia. Not a thing, Sylvia. But that sanctioning? Hey, great evening. It's a different type of evening in the city of Brownsville. And it's kind of lighty today. If there's anything that you know about me right now, I will confront any of these individuals because they tend to speak and have absolutely no clue what they're saying or what they want to say. So I am going to breathe. I am going to be calm. Let me say this, folks. This board as an entirety has failed the community. So we recently just had the candidate forum. And Philip wanted to take a pretty cheap shot. So, of course, I'm going to go on there and call him. And directly call him. And call him out on his lies. And let me tell you, like the coward he is, he slid back under the rock that he crawled out of. The rock that he has been in for the past 4 years because he has been in the pocket of Sylvia Atkinson. Sylvia Atkinson has played him, has played Minerva, has played Prissy, has played Drew, has played Little Eddie to the T. To the T. He wants to defend anything that this board has done in regards to what they have placed our community to throughout this coronavirus. Goodness gracious. They were the ones that helped foment the culture to put money into Sylvia Atkinson's pocket. Why they have the nerve to think that they could come back on and seek election really boggles my mind. It really, really does. And it ticks me off. It really does tick me off. It ticks me off. It ticks me off that they would be so brazen. And it's just disgusting. Mr. House is the same. Let me tell you, the last half was the one that was probably the most interesting. It is very disgusting, and we're going to give some time for Frankie to come on to share with us, what his point of view is. But let me tell you, Philip Cowan has other things to worry about. And yeah, Kat, you're right. If Cowan wants to go on accusations, a young man made an accusation in regards to his character and his racist and hurtful and hateful remarks. And let me tell you, the boy was not completely off, was not off at all. Had to adjust the light. Guys, now I can speak a little bit clearer now because now there's no interference. It's very, very simple, guys. Philip Cowan is a weasel and is a disgrace to the Board of Trustees. Under his watch, nothing has been done. The only thing that was done was to place the continued jeopardy, the life, the finances of this district in danger. That's all he has done. And, it's really, really, really shameful that he comes out here and blatantly lies. Blatantly lies. And then he wants to make a threat. Well, you want me to tell him why? Shut up. I have done nothing wrong. Nothing. And if you want to compare a DWI, a Class B misdemeanor that I accepted and took responsibility for, to Sylvia taking bribes from an undercover federal agent, then you are a fool, Philip Cowan. A fool. A fool. Because all this happened under your watch and you did nothing. Nothing. After 2.5 months that I was on that board, I walked my beautiful butt into the FBI headquarters and I reported Sylvia Atkinson. I reported everything that this board was doing. Everything. He did nothing but foment the culture that permitted Sylvia Atkinson to pocket our community's money. That's what he did. And yes, he's been accused of being a racist by a young man who actually dated his daughter. It's disgusting, man. And you've seen his outbursts. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. But it is disgusting. I'm over that. Yeah, guys. And you know what? It's just, it's an insult, really, to the community that Philip Cowan, Minerva Peña, and stupid El Tapón Little Eddie are seeking a seat on the board of trustees. It really is. Because I'm sorry, guys, you all can come out here and they can out there, and that's what this little huerquita, mugrosa, rich little kid is going to go out there and say. And y'all can accuse me and say, well, Erasmo had a DWI. And you know what? You're right. I did. It is what it is. But you will never accuse me of taking money from my students or stealing my teachers' resources, ever. And that is what Sylvia did. That is exactly what she did. And Philip Cowan, Minerva Peña, Prissy and Drew, they helped her along the way. And anyone who thinks that El Tapón Little Eddie, anyone who thinks that El Tapón Little Eddie is a saint out there would be greatly mistaken. He was appointed by Sylvia Atkinson. So I don't care. I don't care. And I'm going to send an invite to El Frankie, who just finished a forum. And if I could find him, there we go. So yes, I wanted to get him on the phone. I wanted him to come on here live. What are they hiding? Why can't they answer the questions? Come on, cowards. Come on, cowards. Face me. Face me, because it's easy for you to talk behind my back. You and la estúpida la Minerva y el imbécil, el tapón de little Eddie. It's easy for you to talk behind my back. Easy. Brother, when I have a thing against you, I come and I speak to you directly. That's why I called you. You liar. You liar. Well, Frankie did a great job. He did an amazing job. But you know what, guys? It's just knowing the subject matter. That's all you have to do. Philip couldn't answer a question to save his life, and he's on the board. And I'm sorry, Mr. Diaz. It's not your race, sir. It's not your race. But Philip Cowan should have known better. Should have been able to answer some question. Couldn't answer a thing. Couldn't answer a thing. Anyway, let's make Brownsville great again. Diaz was going to consult the post on his Facebook page. Hey, Carlos, how you doing?
Oh my God!
Did you have a chance to see the forum?
Yeah, I need some trash bags for some of those members. Made me puke. It's crazy.
Carlos,
You
look,
know,
look, it's not rocket science, Carlos. If you're on the district, you're running for the district. You're going to get your material ready. You're going to study at least, what you're going to be out there. And I'll understand that, some of the candidates, that are new are not going to know a lot of the answers to a lot of the questions. But then you have your friend Philip Cowan out there.
that's your friend.
And let me tell you,
He mentioned you many times today.
oh, he did one time in particular, saying that he had sanctioned Erasmo Castro for a DWI. It's not true. They did not in any way, shape, or form.
You took it upon yourself to get out.
And then he says that, well, we took Sylvia away from being a vice president. You want to say that a DWI is worse than stealing, taking bribes from an undercover agent? You stupid man. And then she goes hire the same individual that is involved in the lawsuit with Sylvia Atkinson to run his campaign.
Oh, really?
That's how stupid this man is.
So he is very, very adamant about wanting to win this race. For what? Because he thinks that the people that he put at the top are going to be escorted off? Because the monies that we're paying those individuals for not doing a job are going to be used for something that is going to be done for teachers, for students?
Carlos, he hired the architect at $90,000 a year solely because he donates to his campaign. O compadre, a favor, an hinojosa. That's who he hired. That's who he hires, an architect. Carlos, have you seen any damn construction this year?
No, none.
Why are we paying the district $100,000, $90,000 to an architect? Because this man wanted to hire him.
Erasmo, the construction that was done, the Hannah Gym, the band, buildings, anything that was done construction-wise was done when I was there. We didn't have a in-house architect. We didn't need to have an in-house architect because you know what? We didn't need to spend that money on someone who's not going to do the job. There's no need for it now. These jobs, like the Hannah Gym, that was there when I was there. The Hannah people needed a gym. We were able to get the money to be able to build the students a gym. Why is it that now he's so adamant about keeping these individuals there? For what? Like you said, paying a favor maybe out of his pocket, but not out of the pockets of the taxpayers, or on the backs of the band members, or the backs of the choir kids, or the students that play sports or fine arts. Not on their backs, Erasmo. Not on their backs. That's why we need to be here in November to stop that abuse, to give back this BISD to who it needs to go to the kids. They forgot about the Performing Arts Center, Erasmo. I'm telling you, as soon as we get back in November, within 2 years, that pack is going to be built. That is a promise that we made before this last board. And they stopped it. They stopped it because they wanted to buy land somewhere else.
Because Philip wanted to buy land from a compadre.
That's right.
That's why.
They wanted to buy land, so they stopped it. They stopped the dreams of these individuals who've been there for many, many years before I was there, and band members and band students and band directors and performing arts and students that have nothing. And they still have nothing. And the taxes have been collected for that. Erasmo, Frankie, why is it that now they're asking for, please, I have experience. I've been there 4 years. These guys don't know what they're doing. You're going to have Frankie come in brand new. You're going to have Erasmo that was there for a year. You're going to have DSS hasn't done anything. You have Carlos that's not going to be here. I mean, come on, guys. They've been here 4 years and they have done nothing. Why would you want to give them another 4 years? To do what? To pat themselves on the back?
Great job. Let's keep on giving our buddies these jobs. Let's buy land that we don't need from our compadres. That's the kind of board of trustee that Philip Cowan has been. He has been a snake, a flip-flopper. He has been a puppet of Sylvia Atkinson. That's the only thing that he's good at. That's the only thing that he's done. And he's going to flip-flop constantly throughout these next forums. And I hope and pray that we have a forum. We have a forum with anybody else where all candidates are present. Because let me tell you, even if I'm not running against him, he needs to face the music.
Erasmo, we are running against him because that board needs to completely be removed and brought in new individuals to make sure that the district is given back to who? The BISD staff and the BISD children. They need to have control of this district. It's enough that teachers are being forced to go somewhere. That and I'm gonna call out Cowan. He went on that little public information YouTube video like everybody else did. And he said that every kid was going to have a computer and a hotspot.
He's a liar.
I've gotten multiple private messages of people, please, can you help me? And I said, I would help you if I was on the board, but I'm going to continue to push like I've always pushed, even outside of the board, and making sure that these individuals get what they were promised. They were promised a computer. They were promised a hotspot. These kids don't want anything to be given to them other than what is owed. They're falling behind. The teachers are having tremendous pressure. The counselors are having tremendous pressure to keep up with the education that these kids were promised by this current board. And yet we have failed them. But you have people right now on this AOBE forum. Some of them didn't even know what they were talking about.
No.
And some of them were promising false promises. It's like a false prophet, Erasmo. He lied to everybody, and now he's lying to the biggest association, telling them why they should vote for him, why they should give him the endorsement, why he needs 4 more years to finish what he started. He hasn't finished anything. And I'm not even running against him, but that just upsets me because I have a child here, and I can feel her frustration, like every other individual and every other parent and every other teacher, staff member, bus driver, everybody. They are tired of this BS, and it needs to stop. November the 3rd is going to stop, and we need to give this back to the BISD staff, the employees, and the children. It needs to stop, Erasmo. Frankie, it needs to stop.
They got to stop. Where can I see the forum? Actually, I have a link to the forum on my pages. Please go on there and watch it. It is very, very telling. Frankie, congratulations, Frankie. I mean, you rocked it. You were on point. You answered the questions something that is very indicative of someone that has leadership qualities. Tell the truth. That's all you have to do, and that's why I tell most people. If you're going to go out there and speak before individuals, tell the truth. Because when you tell the truth, everything's going to be okay. You don't have to figure out stuff in your mind. Just tell the truth. The problem with these board members that are currently serving on the board is they have no concept or clue what the truth is. Ni Minerva, ni el flip-flopper Philip, ni el taponcito ¿cómo se llama? Edelmiro, el little Eddie. They have no concept or clue what the truth is. All they know is corruption. All they know is compadrismo. I mean, little Eddie spent 30-some years on the force just kissing ass at the police force. They were ecstatic to let him go. Ecstatic. And now he thinks he wants to ride the same wave into BISD? Shut up, you tapon, imbécil, stupid. And then you're out there trying to give food away to people with a big old Eddie Garcia shirt? You think that is what benevolence is, you moron? To use an event where you're helping hands out there with a big old Eddie Garcia shirt on, you imbecile. And you know why you find it necessary to wear a damn shirt, you taponcillo, is because no one in their right mind would ever recognize you or want to recognize you anywhere you would ever go. So you automatically want to saludar con sombrero ajeno. Do you want me or anyone in the community believe that you had anything to do with that food giveaway? You imbecile. You tapon. Stupid.
It was, first and foremost, thank you to ALBE for the invitation. I think it's very important for our community to hear from the candidates themselves, vet them, just to see if that is someone that they could see in office. So thank you again to AOBE. And you're correct, Erasmo. Our community deserves to hear the truth. For far too long, individuals have used our position, the community's position on that board, for their own enrichment, for their own political gain. And when does it stop? I'm so glad that we're going through this pandemic in a weird way, because this forced the teachers, guys, to say, you know what? Enough is enough. We are not going to be treated this way no longer. What would have happened if we didn't go through this? BISD would still have their foot on our throats, and they would have done as they pleased. I see a movement coming along, a movement of a community wanting change and being a part of it. And I think that's very important for us to keep on delivering that message. We have a great thing going here with this platform, that we're able to bring up different issues that are going on within our community. We received a message from one of our friends stating, y'all have been talking about this back in March or April. If it wasn't because your platform, we wouldn't have known of the issues going on. Recently, guys, we got word of the district taking away the temporary disability for our classified staff. Many didn't even know it happened. Many weren't sure what they were signing. But it's great to be part of something where we together as a community ask the important questions, hold our elected officials accountable, because that is the sole responsibility of a politician, to serve the community, not to enrich themselves, not to help their compadres. So I'm so glad to be part of something that resonates with the community, because we have allowed this platform to be part of everybody. This is something that we will use on the board. You know where to find us every night at 9 p.m. And you're right, Erasmo. Let's talk the truth. Why do we veer away from things? Hey, we make mistakes. Let's own up to them and move on as a community. That is something that I feel that BISD has not done.
Well, and I'm going to pinpoint what Philip Cowan was referring to, and I'll talk about it. He was referring to your comment in regards to this board having said nothing in regards to Sylvia Atkinson. They have not addressed the issue in any way, shape, or form. Not flip-flopping Philip, not La Pingüina, and not little Taponcito Eddie. And those are the only ones that want to come back. They have not addressed the issue. No, they don't not only not address the issue, they have her there in the board, voting on 5.5 million of our dollars. 5.5 million of our dollars. And then going and hugging her. Oh, yes, thank you, Dr. Atkinson. Look, guys, I know that these people are out there pandering for votes, like imbécil estúpido de Philip Cowan and La Minerva Pingüina out there. Oh, let me go out and distribute things. El Lito Taponcito de Eddie out there. Let me give out food that I didn't do anything to get, but I've got my T-shirt on. Let me show you my name. Imbécil. Say my name, imbécil. Say my name, imbéciles. Stupids. Morons. Perros de Silvia. That's all you are, perros de Silvia. And you all want to continue to be on the board for 4 more years to continue to give money to that vile, evil piece of crap woman? Y'all are stupid. And anyone out there that's out there supporting that estúpida La Minerva, el imbécil de Philip Cowan y el tapón de little Eddie, you are part of the damn problem. Part of the damn problem. Because haven't they stolen enough from your children? Haven't they stolen enough? It's time.
Carlos? What was discussed? Well, I'm sorry, Carlos, very quickly. Did you call him or he called you? Was he on the phone with you?
Oh, I called him.
What happened? If you mind sharing.
No, I called him. And I called him and I said, you're a liar. A liar. Well, if you want me to give details, shut up. Give details. Say whatever the hell you want, you imbecile, you moron. Just because Sylvia and Minerva used you and la estúpida de la Laura, used you and played you like a top, for you to continue to permit her to steal our children's money, to steal the district's resources, So, I gotta go. Y me colgó el imbécil because he's a coward. Because let me tell you, folks, I don't shy away from those confrontations. You come out here with an accusation, say it to me face to face. Imbécil, stupid, moron, rata. And that's what's worse, guys. They're ratas. Because you can accuse any of us here tonight, any of these three people, of anything you want, but not of stealing from our children, not of taking bribes from an undercover federal agent. And unlike Philip Cowan, who is an attorney, unlike being a part of a corrupt political machine here in the city of Brownsville. So you continue to go drag your stupid name all through the city, you moron, you imbecile. So what? You want to ride on Ralph's coattails? You want to take credit for John getting elected? You moron, imbecile, rata. Carlos.
I just want to thank the Cisneros family for their support, and also, boom!
Hey!
What's that? It's like
Carlos cookies?
They kind of disappeared.
They disappear with the green screen.
But thank you, Cisneros families, and thank you for the cookies. I appreciate that. Also, Erasmo, I just want to say thanks, man. I mean, for sticking up your neck and defending the school district and every employee out there. I mean, it's not easy being attacked, especially by another board, by a re-electing board member, especially when he gets called out on the truth. Now, you're asking yourself, they're asking themselves these questions, or AOB asked a lot of good questions, and Frankie, you did a phenomenal job. And why did you do a phenomenal job? Because you said it from the heart. You're not scripting anything. If you notice the people who paused and stuff like that and lagged, and let me ask, my team, your team is not going to be sitting there making these decisions for thousands and thousands of children and thousands of parents, and also thousands of our BISD staff. So by referring the questions, if you don't know, okay, I can understand that. But you don't refer this question to a team unless it's a member of the community that works for BISD. You go and ask them, what is their concerns? What is going on? What is happening? Yes, Kat, there are cookies. And what happens is you're going to get attacked. And believe me, this is not the beginning of the attacks or the end of the attacks. They're going to get worse. And why do they keep attacking us? And why do they keep slandering us? And why do they keep posting a bunch of stupid stuff? Because we are making a movement. We are becoming the people of choice to make sure that in November the 3rd, BISD gets a new voice. BISD gets heard again. Not the deputy chiefs, or I call them chiefs, superintendents. Not the superintendent. Not the board that's been there for the last 2.5 or 2 years or 4 years, that want another 4 years and they want another 2 more years. It's the voice that has been crying out for now months.
My cookies.
And what happens? Erasmo, you get called out. You didn't have anything to do with AOB at this forum, but you get called out anyway. ¿Por qué? No le gusta la verdad.
But let me tell you.
No le gusta la verdad.
And again, you can call me out anytime you want, guys. Involving Philip, el little Eddie, la Minerva. Y'all can call me out anytime you want. But you know what? Stop being cowards. Little Eddie, stop going around showing people, look, I have a campaign finance refund. Stop being la Minerva. Well, Erasmo's having sex in a car. There's pictures and video. You imbecile. I can't even have sex with myself in the damn car. It's so damn small. You estúpida. Y ahora el flip-flopping Philip. Oh, well, we sanctioned him because of the DWA. You didn't, you stupid liar. But you know what, guys? That's what Frey said. Look, the district has problems, guys. The district has problems. Serious problems. And I'll tell you one, and y'all tell me what your take on it is, guys.
Tell me, I'll listen.
Hey, why are you leaving?
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna turn off some of the lights because I got Halo. I'm getting texted like little.
¿Vamos a empezar a hablar de los problems? He said, "Pela el vato."
Gotta
No,
go.
they think I have a sniper mark or something. They think that little lady's gonna sniper me or something.
Gotta go.
Are we just talking about the problems? He said, I can't wait to have you all on the next board. Guys, it's going to happen.
I'm back with no sniper marks.
Let me tell you guys, there's a serious problem. And, I was informed of it yesterday. I did make mention of it a little bit. I did a little bit of more research, and I found out, you guys, that, this administration, that flip-flopping Philip so highly praises, did not want to give our nurses N95 masks. And it's disrespectful, Carlos and Frank. It's disrespectful to the individual's profession. Yeah. You're talking about individuals that are professional medical staff that not only are professional medical staff, but they also take care of our children, Carlos, Frankie, of our children.
And the staff, Erasmo, the staff goes to the nurses all the time, every day. It's not just the children. That's what these people don't understand. These nurses are not going to say, okay, you know what? You're not a child. I'm not going to take care of you. You know what? They open the doors. They bring teachers. They bring custodians. They bring in principals. They bring in anybody that goes out there and seeks their help. And yet they want to give them something that has less protection than this. Erasmo, this is, you know what this is? This comes in rolls. This is a paper towel. This is what they want to give them. It's compared to this. The superintendent goes out and says, you know what? We're going to give you stuff that the CDC has approved. The CDC didn't approve those masks. The CDC didn't approve those masks to be worn by healthcare professionals, especially at the risk of contacting this virus that has killed so many people. The superintendent has failed BISD. And you know what? The board has failed BISD for allowing the superintendent to continue to disrespect not only our nurses, our counselors, our teachers, our bus drivers. Every BISD child that goes to the school district has been disrespected by this individual. And it's allowed by, yes,
this corrupt board.
Throughout this process,
Drew, Prissy, all those individuals have allowed this man to disrespect. It needs to stop.
Before you go, Frankie, let me pull up the email. And I appreciate Ms. Bones going out there, and sending an email. Sending an email to the deputy superintendent and saying the nursing staff would like for the district to buy N95 masks, shields, and gowns for all the health service staff. Now, does anyone think that's unreasonable?
Not at all.
I mean, these are individuals coming into contact with our most precious of precious, our students, and our staff, as Carlos mentioned, and other people.
Yep.
And look, it's not like we want them. We need them.
Yep.
Only because of COVID-19 pandemic. We need them. It's a necessity, guys. And Ms. Bones is right. It is a necessity. I know they are expensive items, but they are necessary for when our students come back to our school. I know you already ordered face shields, which they haven't received, Carlos, Frankie. Wow. Services will need 100 of them. Thank you for all you do for us. It's a very, very nice little email,
Respectfully.
Yes, not respectfully. Now, do y'all want to see the response from this administration?
Yes, of course. Erasmo, they most wholeheartedly said yes. We're going to send you not 100, but we're going to send you.
Frankie, what's your money on? Do you think that they? I mean, look. I mean, it's needed and it's for medical staff. What else could they say, Frankie?
The highest authority as a nurse.
Erasmo, Carlos, don't tell me they said we got no money. I'm sorry for
Erasmo,
for this. Please don't tell me that.
They asked for 100. You don't think that 100 is? They don't have 100. What a value of an N95 mask and then times 100.
I would hope.
Well,
administration getting raises. We're spending money left and right, but we don't have money to protect our nurses. It doesn't make sense.
Erasmo, Please tell me they gave it to him.
Well, let's find out.
Please tell me they gave it to him.
Well, let's find out what they
Please.
said. Let's find out what they said. Very,
Please.
okay, I'm going to do my best, but let's find out what they said. Ms. Bones, this district will continue to provide face masks that are CDC acceptable, like the ones that they gave out to the people. I worry. That's your worry. You're worried about purchasing a very expensive mask for one group of staff and not all. Wait a minute. You're worried about providing medical
Safety.
professionals. Medical professional. You're worried about that? All this time, we will continue to provide CDC acceptable masks. What?
That is crazy.
Sorry. I know you didn't want to hear this. Well, what the hell did you think that they wanted to hear, you imbecile?
Yeah.
What do you think they wanted to hear? I think that most nurses wanted to hear that this superintendent, this board, that they cared about them.
They had my back.
That they care about the teachers and staff. That's what I think that they wanted to hear. I think that's what they wanted to hear, that this board cares about the students.
Didn't Cowan just say on the podcast or on that forum that he has provided the adequate equipment to disinfect and to keep these members and staff safe? Or maybe I was wrong. I mean, I wasn't part of it, but did he not say that? Didn't he say that they put millions into these machines, these robots or whatever they call them, to disinfect the whole entire school? Let's just put yourself at Rivera, the whole entire school in less than 15 minutes.
Is El Tapón married, or does he have a girlfriend? I don't know. Maybe we should ask. Cassandra.
Ouch, guys. we have seen on time and time again, the nurses, the medical professionals have not been part of the task force. They have not been brought in for their recommendations, for their suggestions, guys. What do we expect from leadership? Again, a serious question. Does Dr. Cantu have any business experience? Because she's in charge of BISD business, deputy of operations. Why are we putting individuals that don't have a solid background in finances, in charge of operations? Again, we know and we understand that nobody could plan for a pandemic. I get that. But when you respond something of that magnitude of saying, I'm sorry, but we can't give it to you. I know you don't want to hear this. Really? These people are the ones that are being sent out in the front lines. Guys, I believe there was 3 pages on the employee handbook on nurses. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Carlos, Erasmo, they are being sent back into the schools right now. Why? Who's there? What business do they have? Again, we are not treating our employees, our staff, with any compassion. And that's the response that we get from somebody in charge of finance. We're pretty much saying, Carlos, your safety, oh, well, use the $3 mask that we gave out.
$3?
Really?
$3? You can get them downtown in Chinito for 75 cents, Frankie.
That's even worse, guys. That's even worse. Again, what message are we giving to our employees? We have tried to give BISD the benefit of the doubt. And according to Mr. Cowan, all we do is complain and complain. Well, there hasn't been nothing good for us to say, Mr. Cowan. And I hate to direct you to direct myself towards you, but you pretty much said, oh, all these guys do is complain and I've been in there for it. They don't know the insides and outs. Well, maybe if our leadership did things that would show compassion for our teachers and not giving them a measly $67, for showing compassion for our classified staff in regards to not taking away that security blanket. Maybe, I don't know, if we provided our nurses who will be dealing with our students and anybody who's sick on campus with the proper PPE, with the proper equipment, maybe, I don't know, just maybe we won't complain. But unfortunately, November's coming, baby.
Okay, let's just do a little. Let's do a 5-finger one, okay? 5-finger one, okay? First one. Superintendent gets a year extension. A year extension. The board votes unanimously to give him a year extension. Superintendent gets a raise. An amazing raise. $418,000. The board members, they get attorneys paid. Attorneys paid for the misdealings with Sylvia Atkinson. The board members consult paying for Sylvia Atkinson's legal fees. The board members want to change the outcome of the election by changing it from a majority to a plurality. So they spend time doing all this and giving away $5.5 million to Sylvia Atkinson. $5.5 million. They do all this, and they can't give our nurses an N95 mask. Away millions of our dollars.
Not only that, they're not even thinking of the outcome. They give them those little. This paper towel has more protection than the mask they've given them, right? And yet you want the nurse to be on the front line, just like you want every BIZ employee. And then let's say that nurse gets sick. How many nurses do they have lined up? None. They're not like substitutes that are just waiting to break down the door to come in and teach kids. These nurses are very valuable, just like everybody else, and they're treating them with disrespect. They're giving our staff the cheapest equipment to be able to do a job that they want to do. They're not being forced to do it. They want to educate these kids. These nurses want to go take care of our kids and our staff. And then you treat them con la punta del pie, and then you expect them to come back and vote you in November the 3rd again for 4 more years? It's absurd. And you heard it. We're not saying it. You heard it from the mouth of this individual and the rest of the board members and their actions. It's time. It's time the district gets their voice back.
And
dumbfounded.
It's crazy, man. And look, it's there's just no respect, now. But what's really tripping is that it seems that we have to we have to call them out on things for them to do anything that makes any type of form of sense. And I'll give you another example. Now BISD is going. Now they've decided, hey, well, let's start delivering meals. Why did it take McAllen to deliver meals? Why did it take for us to call them out on it, for them finally to decide to deliver meals? Why can't they be more proactive? Why do they have to be edged on to do things? Frankie, what about delivering meals?
I feel like if it's always McAllen, other school districts that are thinking outside the box, that are being proactive in regards to this. We have seen how our school district hasn't done that. We have had the masses go to certain schools and possibly be exposed. I don't know. When we have school districts such as McAllen, who is going out of their way, having the bus drivers go to the stops, go to the people's houses, to the different neighborhoods to drop off food. Why couldn't we think about this a while back? This is something that we've been talking about back since the summer, back in April, back in May. Not to toot our own horn, but that's something. But you know what? It's because they do not want to do something that either Erasmo Castro or Brownsville Talk spoke about. They would rather, their ego gets the best of them and would rather do the opposite. But we have school districts doing what should have been done. this is a great way for our single moms who leave their children with their moms, with their parents, with their tias to go work, and maybe mom or tia can't drive. This is a great way for us to provide a meal to each and every child. Not everybody has a car, Carlos. Not everybody has access to get there at a certain time because of work or because of other reasons. We have to make sure that we are constantly providing for our students. And that's a misconception, guys, that I believe at first was given. Oh, you guys, you know, and mind you, people tested positive, if I'm not mistaken, in the FNS department while passing out food. Our issue was not about not giving out the food. We understand during these times, it's difficult. It's very difficult. But we have to think and make sure that safety is our number one priority. McAllen is always 2 steps ahead. So Erasmo, I think that McAllen is on the right track of going to the neighborhoods, going to the bus stops, and giving the meals to those parents that possibly don't have access to vehicles and possibly don't have time to be coming and going for their food, guys.
Can I pick you back on that real quick, Erasmo?
Sure, Minerva. I want to piggyback.
I thought I would get you a smile. Oh yeah, mira. But not only that, Frankie, you make a great point. But not only that, McAllen is thinking about their employees. Who's not driving right now? Who's not getting their hours in? The bus drivers. They thought ahead and said, you know what? How am I going to help these individuals? How am I going to keep them working? How am I going to be able to have them provide for their families? But letting them work. They created this program to be able to deliver these meals, hence giving these bus drivers hours so they can work, so they can make some money and take it home. Here, nada. Why? Because the bus drivers are worthless in the eyes of this current board. They don't see them as essential individuals. That needs to stop. These individuals are barely making it. They don't even have a living wage, man. They have had no COLA or cost of living adjustment, Erasmo. For them in years, bro. Nothing. They've forgotten about the bus drivers, but yet they have these bus drivers are the first ones they run to be able for them to go out and do these block walks and these parades and this stuff. And guess what? They forgot about them. The current board right now should say, you know what, bus drivers? I know you're not working. I know you need your hours. Let's start this program. The idea doesn't come from us because we're not that smart, but it does come from our neighboring cities, which is McAllen, like you said. And let's copy them. That's not plagiarizing, guys. That's taking a great idea and duplicating it here so it can help our own bus drivers, man. It helps them. It helps our families. It helps our kids. At the same time, it's a win-win situation. But guess what? You said it, Frankie. So guess what? It's not going to happen. It came from you. That's the stupidity that we need to stop. You saw it right now. He was very upset at Erasmo because Erasmo called him out. Because you have called him out. It's time to put politics aside, man.
Guys, you know, it's just we just want people to do the right thing, man. And I had a conversation with administration last week and early this week. I had a conversation with administration, several people in administration, and I said, guys, you know what? I just want to, I want to say that y'all are doing a great job. I honestly, I really do. I want to say that they're doing a good job. I want to say that they're pushing it forward. But unfortunately, it seems like every day there's something new, man. I want to say, hey guys, everything's great. The superintendent is doing a great job. I want to say that, man. I want to say that. I want to say that the people up there at the Glass Palace, I want to say that they're doing a good job because it's reflective in a way, But then you have the positive at Sharp. The person testing positive is Sharp that came into contact with personnel and with parents. And this administration not wanting to close down Sharp. And I'm going like, what? And look, guys, now they're saying, well, we were wanting to close it down. You know what? The people from Sharp, they know the truth. They know the truth. And if you know anyone that works at Sharp or has anyone that works at Sharp, talk to them. Talk to them and have a discussion with them, and they'll tell you that what Erasmo Castro said that morning was true. And look, guys, if you are going, look, they're adamant on people being on the campuses, and that's fine. If you're adamant about people being on the campuses, ni modo. There's nothing that any of us three can do here. There's nothing. But goodness gracious, if you're going to be bringing people onto the campus, keep them safe. That's the least you can do. The least. Keep them safe. Look, they are part of the decision-making process. Carlos, Frankie, and myself, we are not. They are part of the decision-making process. Oh, yes. The least you expect is for them to keep our staff, our students, and our community safe. That's all I want, man. But here comes Monday, and Erasmo's out there going, and I come out, man, and I go, hey, guys, have a safe day, going back on Monday, preparing for Tuesday. Be awesome. Take care. That was my message Monday morning. I even had a short message Monday morning. And then, boom, by midday, I find out about the positive. And I find out about the positive, and I find out about them not wanting to close the school. And I go, come on, guys, come on. And then here comes Tuesday, and I'm going like, guys, have a great day. Your first day of school. I'm telling parents, be patient, be calm. Let's work together. Let's kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. It's not my team, and it isn't. And then they give Sylvia Atkinson $5.5 million. And she's there. And then they want to change the elections. And then they disrespect my nurses. My nurses. They're medical professionals, guys. They're medical professionals. And some of these nurses, they feed our children. They have to come into close contact with our children. Carlos mentioned the staff as well. And I shared with the community this morning, and I'll share again with you all. The problem at one of our nursing homes at Fox Hollow. The problem with how it started at Fox Hollow, because you remember correctly, back in March, they closed down the nursing homes. It was one medication nurse that brought it onto the nursing home. So guys, shouldn't we feel an incentive to want to protect our nurses while they're coming into this close contact with our loved ones? Because let's say they don't have the proper protection, Carlos. Oye, Carlos, they're going to see a student that maybe COVID positive. They come in contact with the nurse, and then the next student, Carlos, is your daughter. Mm-hmm. You're a parent, Carlos. What would you feel about that?
I would be devastated. I would be completely devastated. Because you know what? I entrusted the school district for the safety of my child, and they failed me. And they failed that nurse. Because no nurse takes on a job to do harm. Not one nurse is there to do harm. And the school district, and I'm talking about the administration and the board members, have failed every nurse that they have hired or is employed by the school district by giving them those napkins to wear over their face, and then disrespect them by telling them, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know that's not what you wanted to hear." No, this is not what they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear, you know what, Gutierrez? These nurses need the proper PPE. Give it to them. Give it to them. She asked for 100 at Asmo.
Come on, man.
Let's say they were $100 a piece. Let's just throw it out there. They're not, right? 100 times 100. Not even the raise they gave the stupid superintendent. Doesn't even come close.
It's look, right. It's very saddening because, you know, they can't even protect their own. Frankie, I know that you weren't in this morning and you don't listen to my morning shows anyway. But just this morning, Frankie, you know, we had another positive at the finance department. We had another positive at the finance department. They're at the Glass Palace on the third floor. It's for third floor. Another positive at the Glass Palace. 2 weeks before we had the other one. I mean, they can't even keep themselves safe at the Glass Palace. And they still want to send our people onto these campuses,
Guys, and it's not just at the Glass Palace. We have heard of counselors being sent back to certain schools, and some of those wings are kind of close to each other. And you have how many counselors, or how many are in that department? Maybe a group of 8 per school, give or take. If we cannot ensure of individuals who are isolated from one another to contract the virus, what do we expect after September 28th, when we either bring back some students on an A and B schedule, on a skeleton schedule? We're leading to disaster, unfortunately, if we cannot do with what we have, which are minimal amount of employees in a building. Imagine when we have a larger group of students and staff, custodians, paraprofessionals present. It's only going to get from bad to worse. In regards to Ms. Pons, it's unfortunate that we have no worries of providing attorney's fees for board members for their reckless actions. We're okay with that. And what? How much do you think they spend for each board member? 20, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 at the most? We're
50,000 for each.
We're okay. We're okay with spending your money. We're okay with spending the community's money. But when our nurses come and ask for protection, for safety, and we say, "Oh, we can't do that at this time. I'm sorry. Boo-hoo. Use the ones we gave you." Really? These are the people on the front lines, guys. What's going to happen if they contract it, Carlos? What's going to happen when we don't have no nurses available? This is the sentiment, and this is the reason, guys, why we are forcing teachers, staff to retire, because they do not feel that the district has their back and the best interest for them. It's unfortunate, but we have no compassion from one human being to another. But when it comes to the almighty dollar, give the super raise. Give the who else got a raise? The assistant soups, give them a little bit of money. Give the attorneys money. But when it comes to the safety of our nurses, of our community,
nada.
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
No hay.
Sorry. You want face mask? Sorry. You want sorry. You want to protect the life of our students? Sorry. You want to protect your children's life back at home? Sorry. Fregate. That's the leadership that exists right now. I missed it, but how are they trying to change the elections? Very simple. At BISD, it's winner take all. Winner take all. O sea, when I get the most votes in my race, I will automatically win. But again, there's only 2 opponents. When Carlos gets the most votes in his race, Carlos will win. When Frankie, that's who it affects. When Frankie gets the most votes in his race, he will automatically win. But they want to change it to whereas there are runoffs. So let's say Frankie doesn't make 50%. Let's say Frankie makes 48%, 49%. Then what happens is then there's another round, a runoff election, because that gives them the opportunity to echarle más lana al opponent in order to make sure that Frankie does not make it. See, they want to better their odds because Sylvia no le bastó spend all our children money and all that bribe money on gambling. Now she wants to play the odds on the elections. That's what they tried to do. And again, it's on the meeting. It's on the tape. It's on there.
You're not lying, Erasmo.
It's there. It's there. And you see, and Carlos, let me tell you, this is what's so amazing, guys, because like my opponent, the poor little rich girl, and no tiene nada de pobre, but the poor little rich girl is going and saying, well, Erasmus negative. Erasmus is negative. Porque así hablamos los que viajamos a la España, a la Europa. Erasmus being negative. Show me one thing that I've said that is false, little rich girl. Show me one thing that I've said that is false. They wanted to change the election process. The board members paid for their attorney fees. Superintendent got a raise. They're trying to disrespect our medical staff and not give them proper PPE. They're not wanting to deliver food to our students. They want them to go pick them up, despite the fact that parents sometimes have to work and can't go pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
So how have I lied, a little rich girl? Oh, well, Erasmus is just negative. Let me drink another latte. Shut up. Our people are tired of the lies. They're tired of the political talk. And let me tell you, if you want political talk, you have come to the wrong show. This is not a politically correct little show. If you want the truth, you come on to these 5-6 pages. If you want the truth, if you want more of the bullcrap, the lies, the half-truths, then you continue to applaud the campaign of my opponent, of Carlos' opponent, and of Frankie's opponents. And at this point in time, I'm going to say that Frankie just has one opponent. I mean, come on. I mean, God bless these kids, that are out there trying to run. God bless them. I want to like them, I want to like them. And I'll make them this promise. And I hope, I shouldn't make the promise, but I'm hoping that I can convince my other board members, to bring them in, Carlos, and, bring them in under our wing. Let's teach them the ropes. Let's teach them the process. Let's show them, what the district is all about, because they've never set foot in a public school. They've never. So, I'm not dissing them, man. But again, they're our opponents. Look at El Tapón de little Eddie, man. He was given an opportunity, albeit it was given by Sylvia Atkinson, because, she's his string puller, He was given an opportunity. He could have done well. Instead, he got his little greedy hands and tried to take and swallow up the whole pie. But you know what, guys? I think my community is tired enough to say, no more crumbs. Carlos, no more crumbs.
No more crumbs. You want the whole cookie.
You want the whole
crumbs. The whole cookie.
Erasmo, saca las cookies. Hey, at least you could see my cookies.
I know. What's going on?
You can't even see Carlos.
Ones.
Well, Carlos cookies are transparent.
Mine won't make you fat.
Carlos's cookies are transparent.
Guys, if I may, I got a message earlier regarding our FNS workers. I went to Paredes Elementary to pick up breakfast and lunch, and one of the cafeteria ladies said it was too hot. She needs to stand in the sun from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., and there isn't any canopies. She said that they would have to bring their own canopy or an umbrella to work. I told her if she wanted to let Erasmo and Frankie know, and she grinned and said yes. She said to tell them that the cafeteria workers outside of the parking lot at Paredes Elementary. What, guys?
Oh my gosh!
Very quickly, Carlos. Very quickly, guys. Chick-fil-A treats their employees better. They got a canopy, they got water, they got a little breeze going on. What can't a budget of $600 million not do for our FNS workers? Again, these people are the backbone of our school district. They are the ones providing mass amounts of meals. The least we could do is try our best to provide safety, well-being, caring for them, and saying, hey, you know what? Here are my umbrellas, or here's my canopy. Maybe that falls on the principal. You know, hey, principals, do something for them. If leadership is not giving you the resources, do something. These are your employees. They've worked for you. It should be done.
Well, let me say that real quick before Carlos says something. And I'm glad you said that, Frankie. To my principals out there, to my principals who took it upon themselves to tell my nurses, hey, don't worry. If they don't want to give them to you, I'm going to give them to you. My principals, and you know who you are, guys.
Nice.
You know who you are, guys. Guys, I love you, guys. I love you because that is leadership. That is empathy. So you know who you are. I love you for that. Continue to be good to my nurses, guys. Please, please. That is the type of principles that we need at our schools. Those are the type of principles that should be our AAs. Those are the type of principles that should move up. But no one has an opportunity to move up because everyone has to hire a compadre or a buddy. I heard the same complaint that Frankie just shared. And not only that, they're not even given water, man. They're not even given water. And you have my people out there in the sun? No carps, no tents, no nothing? Come on, man. You know what? That's what ticks me off. These are our people. Es nuestra raza. Protect our people. But unfortunately, Carlos, we have too many Edinburgh people up there. You think our Edinburgh people care about our Brownsville people, bro? No, but shut up. No, but shut up.
Shut up is the right. Erasmo. I didn't want to go down this. I didn't want to go down this trail, man. But enough is enough. Frankie, Erasmo, who was giving food out today?
Who was giving food out today?
I'm sorry, yesterday. Who was giving food out yesterday?
El Tapón?
Was he in the sun? Or was he being given?
No.
You're talking a sitting board member was given the privilege of ice cold water and Gatorade and shade, but he cannot stand with our FNS people and give them the same respect that he got?
No, but shut up.
That really upsets me. It's okay for them to give you the empathy that you deserve. And I'm not going to take anything bad from what he was doing. But they treat him with respect. And he is a sitting board member. He makes the decisions for over 40,000 kids and over 7,000 employees. And they don't have the respect of putting these FNS employees in a comfortable position to where they're going to be able to give out food the whole damn day in 102-degree weather. And yet, they expect them to do it with a smile. And if they don't want to do it, guess what? Then you don't belong here, is what I've been told that they tell them. You don't belong here.
Well, Carlos, I'm going to disagree with you, man. I'm going to disagree with you.
Disagree.
Carlos,
But I got a cookie.
I got more delicious cookies. Carlos, I don't think there's any respect for anyone that does something expecting to get applause from it. So what he did doesn't deserve respect. Because if he would have gone out there without a big old little Eddie Edelmiro shirt, te la paso. But that was pandering for votes. Pandering for votes. And you know what, folks? Y'all need to be tired of this pandering for votes, because all these políticos, they only come out here and ask for your vote. Y, ay, vamos a darle una cajita de comida. Sí. Only when they want your votes. Where were they before? Where was Edelmiro Tapón during the start of this pandemic? Oh, he was hiding under the wing of Sylvia. That's what he was doing. He was hiding under the wing of Sylvia. So I have no respect for that man. Es un tapón. Es un miserable tapón who's trying to play the political game. Hey, baby, come over here and I'll show you a little bit about what politics is all about, you imbecile. And it's not out there putting up a shirt trying to distribute a box of food to individuals who are hungry, who are needy. Saludando con sombrero ajeno, imbécil. Sorry, Frankie.
Sorry, Frankie. Sorry.
Ya se me dio el pensamiento.
I took the thunder away from you, Frankie. I'm sorry, man. That just POs me, man. It POs me.
Maldita Silvia. Te amo, Diego, con todo mi corazón. Love you, papá. Es una perra.
Yeah. Erasmo, can you imagine? Remember when we were in school? You have the most needy, man, in those positions in FNS, man. And those people do anything they can for these kids. Can you imagine having them outside? I just keep thinking how they are just left outside in 102-degree weather with no canopies, with no protection from the sun, and expect them to give these meals that they prepared, because they got there at 5 or 6 in the morning to make sure that these meals were prepared. And not only that, under the pressure that they have to fall under because of the health department codes, and still have them outside delivering in 102-degree weather. Nombre, shut up. Big time, man.
Las siquiera no dijeron, I can hear you. Frankie's going to make it, not to worry. Well, no, guys, I am worried. I am worried. And I want you to worry too. So I don't want you thinking, ay, nomás porque Frankie se ve ahí, se rasuró hoy como nunca se rasura. No, guys. No. I want him to be worried. I want Carlos to be worried. I'm going to fight this fight worried. And I want you to be worried. I want you to think that we are in last place in this race. And you pull out all guns and make sure that they're all loaded. All of them. And you fight for this race, because this is your race. This is your race. Other words for Frank, candidate, direct truth. Erasmo, how tall are you? 2 feet taller than Edelmiro. 5'8". 5'8". No, guys, but I'm serious.
Without the boots.
I told you I was going. Guys, no, I'm serious. I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. Guys, I'm serious, guys. Guys, I'm trying to be serious, guys. No, but please, guys, no se pongan cómodos. I need y'all to continue to come and buy my damn cookies. Don't go and get Carlos's cookies. Don't go. You can't even see those. Don't come and get Frankie's cookies, guys. No, I want you to come get the cookies. I want you to fight this race. I want you to call your friends and family. You let everyone know that we need change. We need respect for our staff, our medical professionals, respect for our students, respect for our parents. All 3 of you should do a cookie drive on Saturday mornings so y'all can collect from all 3.
Hey, we're gonna get hijacked by the Girl Scout.
Oh, they sent me a picture, guys. Y'all want to see it?
Yes.
Sure.
Talking about cookies. Well, I'm still waiting. I think I ate all of. Frankie brought me some of his cookies.
They're gone.
Gee.
I'm not joking. I ate all those damn cookies.
He ate yours, and he got some donations for his.
Well,
Gee.
it's kind of funny, but they sort of put the donations there in a little box. Y yo dije like, dije, okay, no. Dije, ¿será de Frankie o será mío? Y ya para entonces ya se me había olvidado.
Ya
So
valió.
ya valió. Well, in regards to the cookies, me mandaron esto, and I guess it's kind of appropriate, but I thought it was very, very telling. Let me see here. Buy my cookies.
Gee.
Those cookie monsters.
They're gonna destroy you, especially you take their La Plaza in Walmart.
Their spot.
Plaza
Or Sam's Club.
or Sam, forget it. You're gonna be
Van a venir todas las girls like dun 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 dun.
yeah,
dun,
exactly.
Hey, this is
That's my
our
spot.
territory. This is our turf. and then we're going to have a turf war
That's right.
con las cookies. Yum,
Oh,
yum,
yeah,
yum. Guys, thank you for making my evening go from being upset to be not so upset. I'm sorry if I was a little hot and heavy at the start, but it gets really frustrating when a lot of individuals have the power and the potential, to do great things, for our people. Because, guys, I've been saying it for a long, long time, and I think it's come down to this point. I've always said that there's this big pastel out there, this big cake, and the políticos, they want to eat the whole cake y dejarte nada más las migajas, a little sliver, guys. And I've been saying this for years, but I finally feel that there's this movement in the city of Brownsville. There's a movement at the district where people are saying, ya estamos hasta aquí. And Frankie mentioned it. The pandemic brought to light a lot of the horribleness that it goes on at upper levels. It really, really did, and how faltos de ética, these people really are. So, guys, I really want you to listen to the words. No more crumbs, man. No more crumbs. My nurses were tried. They tried to give my nurses crumbs this week, Carlos, crumbs, by giving them crappy PPE. My nurses, man. No more crumbs.
No more.
My teachers, were given. Some were given great equipment. Some weren't given great equipment. Usually the teachers have to pull out of their pocket to buy school supplies for their children.
See, that's
This year, they had to up the game and take more money out of their pocket to up their game in regards to technology at their homes, just to maintain themselves safe. Guys, teachers, no more crumbs. No more crumbs. My food nutrition service people, Carlos is right. They work out there from 4, 5, 6 in the morning to trying to cook the food, and some delicious food today. Calabaza con pollo. Riquísimo. Delicioso. Because we have amazing food nutritional services people. For them not to put up a little tent, a little spraying machine to keep them hydrated, not to provide water for them, guys.
Erasmo.
No crumbs.
Erasmo, then you just touched on it. They have the equipment, man. They use it for the football players. Those misting machines.
Yes.
We don't have football right now. We don't have soccer. We don't have baseball. Why don't they use that equipment? But you know what? Tenemos un idiota allá arriba y tenemos los otros idiotas con ese idiota. Son una bola de idiotas. Why not get those misting machines, those fans that blow this cool air to get these FNS workers some comfort, man? Why are they not thinking? Because you know what? They don't care about it.
And look, my cousin is right. We're going to have 60 or 70-year-old food nutrition service getting heat stroke after 3 hours. And you know what, Primo? They don't care. They don't care about, you know what? And this is what's very indicative, guys. They don't care about our nurses, teachers, counselors, and they don't care about our custodians, food nutrition services, bus drivers, and I'm referring to pay, or anyone in between. They
Right.
don't. They only care to protect their own butts. That's
Uh,
why that's why they get expensive attorneys
Yeah.
to protect themselves for the misdeeds that they've done.
We
They don't,
we
go,
even have the Cisneros family that want to donate a tent. So if someone needs a tent, they're willing to donate one tent if they need it. This is a Cisneros family. Can you imagine? You have people out here that want to help our community. They want to go out and help and do the right thing. That
well,
should be done by
Carlos,
the administration.
let me tell you, Carlos, Montoya boys, Frankie, Montoya boys, those guys are awesome. You know what they said this morning?
What do they say?
Well, Frankie doesn't know because he didn't watch the show.
Ándale.
The Montoya boys, they said, Erasmo, next shipment I get, I'm giving the nurses masks.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
And
Wow.
another friend, Aaron, found some information in regards to getting some masks from 3M. So yeah, our community is coming together.
That's
Wow.
right.
Our community is coming together to provide canopies.
To provide our essential workers, because they're all essentials, right, Asmo?
Yes,
What
they're
they
all,
need, except
they're
our
all
leader
needed.
and our superintendent and his minions have forgotten.
Eddie, actually, our community is coming together to provide those N95 masks because you know what? Qué vergüenza, no? And look, guys, Kevin, the Montoya Boys drive-through, they're a small business, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
And Frankie, they're struggling. They're struggling. The Cisneros are struggling also. And you know what? A lot of my people in the community are struggling also. But where there is a void of leadership and a beautiful community
Rises up.
Comes together.
and fills in that void. So thank you, Montoya Boys drive-through out in Los Fresnos.
Los Fresnos.
In Los Fresnos.
Wow.
My hat's off to them. If I had one, that is unbelievable, Erasmo.
Yes. In Los Fresnos. Montoya's Boys drive-through in Los Fresnos is donating masks to my nurses
In Brownsville.
in Brownsville.
In Brownsville.
Because the richest district south of San Antonio said, sorry. No, Dr. Cantu,
Sorry.
you are sorry.
Yeah.
You are sorry.
Wow. Wow, man. That is
It's sad for the community to see a need of a district that has the resources and more not able to provide. It's as if, and I hate to use this analogy, but it's as if the child goes to the neighbor's house and asks for food or asks for clothing. How embarrassing is that, guys? For our children in our household to go to the neighbor's house and ask for essential items. It should be an embarrassment to the parents. It should be an embarrassment to our district to show, for us to see that somebody with not the resources, not with the capability as we do, providing and going far and beyond. Because you know what, Carlos? They're doing it with all their heart.
Yep.
And that is what is lacking, a heartbeat within BISD. The teachers, we don't care about you. The classified staff, menos. The Cougar vote. The classified staff, menos. They're not worthy of having the security blanket of assuring them a job after the FMLA runs out. And now the nurses. We don't have a heartbeat at BISD. We hope and pray that y'all are patient because relief is coming, guys, in November.
Well, you know what's even more trippy, guys? The same Dr. Cantu, she oversees both nurses and FNS.
She.
Yeah.
Carlos?
Yeah, and that same person drives a nice Mercedes out of this really, really nice neighborhood. Every morning I see her picking up her Starbucks. I'm sure that our workers are not going out driving in a Mercedes, picking up a Starbucks before they go to work. They're out there busting their butt at 5 o'clock in the morning to make sure that every kid gets a meal, not one, but two. And yet they cannot provide even some comfort, some shade, some cold water, or in this case, bring out the fans from the athletic department, put them out there. They know how to use them. Get the coaches to help them out. The coaches are willing to go out there and help their employees, their people. Go out there, help them out, because you know what? Your superintendent is not going to do it. Your deputies are not going to do it, and we know that this current board is not going to do it.
Guys, no more crumbs. No more crumbs. And I have cookies. Carlos has invisible cookies. Frankie has no cookies. Well, and part,
For Frankie.
I got a new batch. I got a new batch coming in next week sometime. I'm sorry about that, guys.
All right,
But
you can see
part of the reason,
you know they're there.
part of the reason Frankie doesn't have cookies, I ate most of them. But no, guys, I want us to really focus on the cookies. I mean, and
Whose cookie?
the cookies on my cookies. I want you to focus on my cookies. No. In all seriousness, guys, I'm serious. In all serious, guys, I want you to focus on the cookies or on this picture. let the cookies.
For every cookie that they donate, you're gonna have to give them an autograph of that picture, man.
Guys, let the cookies be symbolic, guys. Let the cookies be symbolic of you deserve the whole cookie, and not just crumbs. Because this, guys, this is what they want to give you: las puras migajas, the crumbs. Let that be indicative, guys, of this campaign, of this race. No more crumbs. No more crumbs. You deserve the entire cookie. Erasmo's cookie, not Carlos's cookie.
Mine's invisible.
Guys, last words. Carlos, last words.
Hey, you know what? Not forgetting everybody. BIZ staff includes everybody. Groundskeepers, from the bottom to the top, except administration, deputy chiefs, right? But yeah, he does have the Cougars. But also, remember, tomorrow we have a forum at Osmo. We want everybody to tune in. We have that forum. Unfortunately for me, my opponent was scared and he didn't want to sign up for it.
Oh.
So I can't debate him. I want to debate my opponent. I want to create a dialogue why I am the best candidate for the school district. But you know what? Maybe another time at Osmo.
Maybe another time.
Here. Or you know what? I'll do this one.
Frankie, last words.
Frankie knows what I'm talking about.
I had so much fun on the forum today. It's very important for our community to hear from our candidates. One of my opponents didn't show up. Another opponent, he showed up. It's very telling whenever we go on it live and we talk about the issues that are important to our community. This election, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's very important because we will be having 5 seats at stake. Let's do what they do not want us to do. Let's, as a community, take control of the board. We will have a community, will have a seat at one of the biggest districts south of San Antonio. It is only like that we would have true representation. No more back dealings, no more compadrismo. We will bring everything to the forefront and be transparent and accessible in every sense of the word. I am honored to be on this podcast with these gentlemen because it allows us to share this information with our community. because the politicos, they do not want you to know what's going on. They prefer for us to be in the dark, but they cannot hide any longer. November is 70 plus days away. I'm so excited for what is coming. It's not going to be easy, but it's only up to us to rally together. Let our friends and family know that October 13th, we all got to go to the polls. We all got to work it, because it's only like that that we will have true representation on the Brownsville Independent School Board for our community. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have a good night.
And Carlos is right. Tomorrow we will be having a forum, and it's an honor to be on a forum with Carlos, but not competing against each other, as we are in separate races. And and I know Carlos is. Believe this or not, guys, I am stoked. I am ecstatic to face my opponent in a forum, because let me tell you guys, I do pretty good at forums. So I am
excited to beat you up, dude.
Yeah, Otis wanted to beat me up in one, and then Mito wanted to beat me up at the other meeting. But guys, I love forums. I live for forums. So I am excited to be given the opportunity, to express my platform, because I don't have any other way to express it, or maybe yeah. But guys, I won't be able to sleep tonight, because we're having a forum tomorrow, and I love them. So I'll put up my experience, my relationship with my community, my devotion and dedication to my community against the little rich girl's trips to Europe on daddy's credit card. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and Carlos will be there as well. And I know for a fact that Carlos wishes his opponent was there. I know, because you deserve a fight, and you deserve a champion. And today, I'll say this, man. Frankie had an opponent today, and if you focus on the forum, it's very easy to see who came out on top. And no disrespect to Mr. Diaz. I mean, again, he's not prepared for something like this. Frankie was prepared. And tomorrow, Carlos will be prepared. And let me tell you, Erasmo will be prepared. Guys, buy my damn cookies.
Hey, PM me for the invisible cookie. I can get you the cookies.
That Carlos is
Private message for the invisible cookies. Yeah, that's mine's better. Mine's invisible.
Not Frankie's cookies. Cookies. Erasmo's cookies. They're the bestest in the world. And if you want, I'll autograph that picture of like the.
You need to. That's gonna be a bumper sticker.
Guys, I love you all. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for tolerating my moments of being irate. The forum tomorrow is at 7 p.m. I will live stream it on my page. I'm sure Carlos is going to have live stream it on his page. I'm sure Frankie might also live stream it on his page. Guys, we'll show it out there. Y'all need to watch. It's going to be epic. Phenomenal. Guys, I love you. Please continue to be good to each other out there. Make sure that y'all, provide food, without a campaign shirt on, unless it's mine. If anyone needs medicine, go pick up the medicine. Guys, be good to each other. And please be good to me. God bless.